you have to know what UPSC is asking. Because this, when you see the syllabus of both prelims and mains, the syllabus is that vast that I bet nobody can complete the syllabus fully. If you go and ask anybody, even AR1, if you go and ask, she will probably say that she didn't complete the syllabus. Because this prelims though it's okay, but mains, when you see the syllabus, it is impossible to complete the syllabus. And this UPSC is often regarded as unpredictable public service commission. Okay, so this unpredictability and uncertainty is a part of our preparation. Okay, and we don't know, like, you can easily identify a civil service aspirant from a group of people. His way of thing will be different and everything. This examination it has a lot of uncertainty. 0.2% of the people who are writing get selected. 0.2%. You think of the kind of it's happening. And so you cannot eliminate this uncertainty, but you can minimize this uncertainty. Whoever minimize the uncertainty to a maximum level gets selected in the examination. And this level of reducing the uncertainty comes only through a smart work. The smart work which I say is, don't study everything. Like the problem with our people is, like during an initial stage of preparation, if we take history, we'll study one book, we'll study NCERT, and then some senior will say that one question came from this book, so we'll start that book also. And one more senior say this time 2-3 questions came from this book, and we study that. And finally we end up in nothing. You cannot revise those books again. You cannot study 4-5 books for only modern Indian history. That's impossible. And even if you study, you cannot revise. You will not have any time to revise in the examination. So, and what is the thing, like, if no question is asked the next year in that book, it is waste of time. So only way I say is, keep your source very, very minimum. That is very important. For any subject you take, if you are taking history, NCERTs is must. The CBSE school books, NCERTs is must. And apart from that, have any one standard book for your reference. So you should have only 2 books. One is the NCERT and another is the standard book. And the standard book, select a standard book which covers at least 60 to 70% of the syllabus, because no book can guarantee you 100% of syllabus coverage of UPSC. Because UPSC syllabus is not coverable. Anything under the sky is the portion in the UPSC. So take a book which covers 60 to 70 or 80% of the syllabus. And marks also, if you see, nobody is getting above 55%. And this year the first mark was 55.1%. AR1 got 55.1 something. So you can see the level of nobody can prepare fully. If somebody have prepared fully, she must have got 90%, 95%. But that is not the case in UPSC. So you have to do what UPSC like. So the first way is, keep your source very minimum, and revision is the second key. Revision, like, you have to revise as much as time as possible. Like, probably if you are going in the first attempt, you should have at least revised the book 5-6 times, every book. Because this is not the examination only we are going to write. Like, I wrote the first time last year. I'm not competing with only my peers. My peers may be one who prepared for 5 years, who may prepared for 6 years, and there are people who prepared for 10 years also. So I'm competing with them, and UPSC does not give a reservation like, this guy wrote first attempt, so let him get something. It's not the case. It's a whole examination, and the person who taught me writes with me. I like that kind of things. So that is, so you guys have to, like, if you are going for the first attempt, like, start revising as much time, like 5-6 times. 5 times is the minimum that I'm saying. You believe me, in the final examination, we have a lot of tensions, and in that tension, we try to forget the things even that we know. Okay, so this only way of reducing that kind of uncertainty or this tension is, you study it properly. You revise it as much as time as you can. That is the second thing I would say. And the third thing, which is very important, is you try to see the previous year papers and get to know what UPSC actually wants. Okay. Probably you can, for prelims, you can probably buy a question bank and see that if you are going to study, for example, modern India, you try to see how UPSC has evolved and how the questions are being asked. Generally, modern India, if you start seeing, then you will, after, when you see this 20 years, 15, 20 years question papers, you would know that UPSC focuses more on the national movement part, like independent part, like from 1909 to 1947, they focus more. But if you don't see and start studying, our modern India starts from 1750s and it goes on till 1947. So first, initially what we do, we study first 3-4 chapters very thoroughly. We take even more than an hour for a single page. That's, we have the tendency that we have to study it properly. And that is the, okay, you'll go. And probably when you reach this 20th century, means 1909, 1910 and all, it will be around 10 days. And then you'd say that, like, I want to finish this portion properly, finish this portion quickly. So we try to skim it up. But the real questions are asked from that part. Okay, so this is a way, so you have to know the mood of the UPSC. And I must say that this year modern India has asked 10 questions. Next year also 10 questions cannot be expected. But you can gauge a mood of UPSC, that UPSC asks something related to that, something this. So that is one, the next thing that I have to say. And the other thing which UPSC is, like, there are 4 important subjects which UPSC focus mostly on prelims. So first we'll talk on prelims, then we'll subsequently go. The first thing that UPSC focuses 4 subjects, like prelims have more than 7-8 subjects, but UPSC focus mostly on the 4 subjects. And then the 4 subject, more than 60 questions are coming only from that portions, from that 4 subject.